Tapped in, tuned in, turned all the way on. This ain't just a vibe, it's a freak scene bomb. Ms.Blue in the building, oracle flow, cracking codes of the cosmos. Now you already know. Yeah. Ride the wave, feel the light. It's frequency love tonight. Ms.Blue gon' take you higher, burning truth with sacred fire. Yeah. Stay hungry. Yeah. This is soul talk, rebirth from the womb. Say it with me, I can alter my course at any time. Yeah. Tap in, turn on. Yo, your higher self already logged in.
Oh my goodness. Peace and greetings, everyone. How we all doing? How we all feeling? Listen, I just popped on for a short moment just to kind of check in. It's a little late. I've been kind of doing some work. And of course, many of you guys know that the self-love is the new shadow work class actually kicks off tomorrow. So I am super excited for that and everyone who will be joining us. By the way, enrollment is still open. So if for some reason you want to join us, you can definitely do that. And just wanted to come on really quick and chit chat and see how we're all feeling this energy, what's been going on, how you all doing. Welcome on in. Michelle, good to see you. New Earth Empress, good to see you. Asia Still, welcome on in. Yippee, welcome on in. Donna Lee, good to see you. Good to see you, Priestess Donna Lee. Good to see you as well. Yeah, good to see you guys. Jennifer, good to see you. I am Osiris. Good to see you, Tashay. Good to see you, Palms Lewis. Welcome on in. Creative Solutions 700. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Let me know where you all are tuning in from. Zen and Lotus, good to see you all. Wow, can you believe we are in there putting on a little bit of Claire Magic, a little bit of I Feel oil, and just coming on. But I wanted to come on. It's a little late to chit chat. So I said, let me pop on right before I get ready to close out for the evening. Still got some things to do. Welcome in, Brittany Vibes. Good to see you. Katora, good to see you as well. How have you all been feeling? Let me know. I woke up this morning with, I kid you not, at least 15 emails about dreams that people were having, the Soul family was having all across the world. And these dreams had everything to do with boats, had to do with water, had to do with airplanes, had to do with airplanes crashing. But oddly enough, no one getting hurt. People having dreams inside airports, people having dreams that were in fields of flowers, cherry blossoms, being in the park. And yes, so much energy. Like, that is so true. So much energy in the atmosphere is for sure. So much energy is happening. And so, how are you guys feeling? How have your dreams have been? Welcome in, Third Letter. Good to see you. Welcome in, Everything Ada. Welcome on in. And also, I want to say thank you for the live share last time for the giveaway. I will be doing the giveaway, not tonight, but I'm going to be doing the giveaway. We'll do that right after the new moon. We're gonna do the giveaway after the new moon and give away all the t-shirts. And I think I found a few more goodies that I will be able to add. And I'm just excited about that. So welcome on in, Lola. Welcome in. Welcome in, Maya. Welcome in. Uh Cutting throat. What happened? What happened? What happened? The dreams have been wild. Yes, the dreams have been wild. So many of you are saying how the dreams have been extremely, extremely off the Richter scale, right? Off the Richter scale. The dream has been. The dreams have been off the Richter scale. And that's so crazy. That's so crazy because they really have been some pretty wild dreams happening. A lot of things are happening in the astral realm. You understand? I've been hearing a frequency, not a ringing, but a noise. Lots of those things that are happening. One of the things I will tell you is if you see this crystal right here. This crystal is probably about 12 or 13 years old. Actually, one of the soul families sent this to me. They were from Tanzania, and their father actually dug this out of the ground, and they sent me this crystal. This is one of my favorite crystals in the whole wide world, and it's so powerful. So if you don't have an amethyst crystal, I want you to tap into this because I'm like literally getting the chills right now while I'm holding this. And of course, we know the Atlas comet has come into our sphere and come even closer into our sphere right now. So you may be getting visitations, lots of things from the sky and from the sea is happening at this time. The sky and the sea. That's what's going on, going on, going on. The dreams have been pouring in, and this is the first time I can remember the numbers that appeared in my dream. Keep those numbers and even play those numbers. We got a lot of lucky energy that is happening on the planet at this time. So it's a great time if you want to feel a little lucky. You can begin to start doing that as well. But yeah, I'm just going to tap this amethyst here because this is how you wake up the consciousness or call the consciousness attention within crystals that you're working with. But this is my favorite little amethyst crystal. It's so amazing, so powerful there. Yeah, yeah. So, wow. For a period of about 3 years, I've had consistent dreams about war. They stop. They stop when crap hit. I've had one last night before they announced it. Well, quiet as it's kept, it's always going to be wars and rumors of war. And not to say that you didn't tap into something. Here's what I would love for us to challenge ourselves in because we know Earth is going to keep earthing. Right now, it is time for those of us who consider ourselves to be light bringers, light workers, healers, whatever we want to call ourselves, channelers, those of us who have come back for this time is to move ourselves forward, not be distracted. The best thing that we can do is to move ourselves forward and not be distracted. Because many of us, this is our opportunity for us to step in to the next evolution of ourselves. And the crazy thing, for those of us that are alive on the planet at this time, we came back for an exciting time. When I talk to the ancestors in the ancestor realm, or I look in the Akashic records and I look in the Akashic files, other lifetimes that we've been here, we might have had one or two exciting portal days. We came back, baby, when it's popping every single day on planet Earth. It's an opportunity for us to step out of fear. And we are the beings to help humanity step out of fear, own their power, and be in our sovereignty. The greatest time to be alive and growing up on planet Earth is not to be stuck in the dark ages. We are in the frequency or in between the golden age, which some would call the new earth, and the dark ages, which some would call the old earth. And it's a frequency. So you can toggle between you're going to be on the new earth or you're going to be in the old earth, right? Where are you going to be? Where is your frequency going to reign supreme? Is it the new earth we going to be in, or we going to be in the old earth? And you get to decide. And there are times where we are going to toggle between the two, but don't allow this week to get you caught up. By the way, shouts out to everybody in the futuristic activation group, because I sent out the recording for the whole month so you can ride this cosmic wave and know this energy that is coming upon us. And yet again, we have another week of crashing out on planet Earth, and people are going to be crashing out in a big way. So I need everybody to keep their head on the swivel. I need you to stand solid on top of your square and make sure that you check in with you before you respond, before you overreact. And by the way, I talked about it in the last show. And I want to send condolences and love, because anytime we have these powerful transit moments, and I'm not speaking astrology here, I'm speaking energetics. Anytime we have these powerful transformation transit moments, then this is the mothership coming to pick up souls and to take them away onto their next destination, as well as drop some souls off to this destination. So they're both happening at the same time. And so my condolences to those who loved ones have passed, and even pets, in the last week or so, because there's a lot of souls that definitely have made their transition. And we are sending them so much love and condolences to them as well. And at the same time, there's so many souls that's getting dropped off at this time. And so this week, what's going to happen is we're going to have another wave of consciousness. And we know what happens when that wave come in. There's going to be so many souls who are going to be waking up. And some of them will not be able to handle the truth. And they're going to be looking for the brightest light in the building and in the room. And that may be you. And so this is why it's important that you embrace and show up fully present as you are, because they're going to be looking for you. They are going to come looking for you because you're going to be the brightest light in the room. And they're either going to come and ask questions, or they're going to come with great fear and resistance. And you have to make sure that you are staying centered, staying grounded. As my grandmother would say, staying prayed up, right? Staying connected with your higher self and the Most High. And yes, ashe to our brother D'Angelo, who made his transition. You know, I was looking into that whole thing, and, you know, Angie Stone immediately had came to me that morning. And immediately right after that, so many of you had started texting me, emailing me, asking me, did I hear that D'Angelo had passed away? And for many of you, I'm sure you know this, D'Angelo and Angie Stone had a very strong earth connection with one another. In fact, D'Angelo's activation on the planet came as a result of their connection together. In fact, that connection even birthed the child that they had together. But they passed away 7 months apart from each other. It's interesting because Angie Stone, most of D'Angelo's songs that he wrote that we all love, the inspiration and the motivation behind the songs was him singing about his love and his relationship with Angie Stone. So when he's singing songs about brown sugar and all of these different songs, You're My Lady, these songs were written based on that inspiration from Angie Stone. And I thought that was so powerful, with those souls. And so, even though we are all independent souls, that's a powerful position to be a sovereign being on this planet because we choose how we come and how we go and who we connect ourselves with and who we don't connect ourselves with. You understand? And so I'll shade to that brother. He put out some powerful music of Neon Soul, and Angie Stone put out some amazing music. I remember that time with Angie Stone and just her voice so soulful, so, so connected. Just amazing, amazing, just an amazing legacy that they have left us here with. And yeah, yeah. So this is the time that we are in right now. And also, let me make a correction. The story I told you guys about Nadia Comaneci, oh my God. I was talking to my mother afterwards, and my mother was the one who mentioned it to me, and she said, well, Nadia Comaneci was a gymnast, but we were watching ice skating and gymnasts. I was young then, and I'm sure I mixed up, but you all get the point of what I was trying to say. You get the energy of what I'm saying. She did defect. And then here's the crazy thing. I'm flipping through and all of a sudden I see a news broadcast and they are talking about people defecting to the United States. Like I haven't heard that word in a long time. In fact, I didn't even think people use that word. A lot of times they say seek asylum, but he didn't say seeking asylum. He was talking about something and he said they have defected to the United States. And so Nadia Comaneci's story is still powerful. Even though she was a gymnast, girl, I put you on skates. Because boy, do my mama love a good ice skating. But we used to sit down and watch the Olympics. And so I kind of got those two stories there a little twisted up in the energy. So I got to start fact checking myself. And then soon as I went to go post my post, I looked and someone there had called it to my attention and said, Ms.Blue, I think Nadia Comaneci is a gymnast. I don't think she is a ice skater. So it was the energy, but I take full accountability there because I do like to cite my sources when I'm telling you. But that was how I remembered it as a young girl, watching it on television at that time. But I wanted you all to, to know that. So I wanted us to, I said, let me come on. Let's give a little pep talk this week so we can kick off this Monday energy. The self-love is the new shadow work workshop is going to be starting later today because we are officially in the 20th. It is the 20th of October. And I'm super excited for us for that we're going to be tapping into that frequency. It'll be our first class of the 8-week class. And then also coming up, we will be doing our second transmission of Andrometer rising. So you'll be getting that email too. The other thing is that the website is almost done. 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 And I'm so excited about that because then we'll have a chance to connect our frequency and our energy and our voices as well. And so that part, we're going to be able to do that part. And what else is coming? The new deck is on its way. So I'm excited. I made a couple little tweaks here and there. So the new deck is on its way, and I'm super excited about the new deck that is coming, as well as your girl is going to be streaming again. I mean, I never stopped streaming, but I'm going to be streaming on all platforms again, just like when it was the remix. So I'll be on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere that you get Amazon Music, everywhere you get your podcasts and everything. Whole new everything coming out. Lots of things going on. More classes are going to be coming, and I'm super excited about that. A lot of you have been asking, so more classes are definitely going to be coming. And also, soon, I'll be ready to announce my first live event. That will be going down in 2026. I'm not going to speak too much about it because I'm making sure I do it. I know I've teased this for years, and it always seemed like something here, something there. It just didn't happen, but that is the plan. And so as soon as I solidify the place, solidify the date, you will be the first to know. You will be the first to know. And then some other good partnerships coming up that is going to be happening. Some other good partners. Are you following me on Spotify? Look at you and look at you and look at you and look at you. But this is going to be a new feed. So you'll have this feed to follow me on too. That's good. I'm glad you're following me on Spotify. So I'm glad you're following me on Spotify because that's going to be coming up, as well as some other things. I'm not going to speak too much on it. I really like to be about it and not speak about it. So I'm going to hold it there. But yes, I wanted to come on, see how we've been feeling, see what kind of dreams have been coming up for us, what kind of intel is coming up. We are in Libra season, and let me just take a little survey. What have you learned that has been most shocking to you during this Libra season? What have you learned that has been most shocking about yourself during this Libra season? And I want you to think about that theme of what Libra season is about. It has a lot to do with our relationships, all kinds of things that are going on with us, all kinds of things that are happening. Now, while you pondering on that, I see Lola says here, my dreams are vivid. I also seen 4 positive omens. The witch with the designer bag. Love that. Surfboard on a car in traffic. It's supposed to be somebody carrying a surfboard. I guess we'll let you slide with that one. Well, we'll kind of let you slide with that. But really, these positive omens need to kind of come the way they came in. This is what I found, and you guys have given me feedback with that works the most, is when you see it and it actually goes exactly the way you've seen it. Armored truck with flashing lights. I love that. And a group of children studying. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go back and look at the show. The unseen is speaking. You want to tap into that because there's a lot of magic, and so many of you are emailing me every single day, letting me know the magic that you are finding, the magic that is happening, that is coming out for that. So I want you all to tap into that. So I want you to think about that. Tell me what you found out that has been most shocking about you, not about me. It's all about you. What have you found out about you? And so we're going to listen to our song while you do that. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I am so glad that you are here.
Yeah. If you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing. I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher. Every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing. Every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it. Show it. If you want it, grow it. Grow. If you leave it, know it. Know. All about frequency. Ask the question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here. When I raise my vibration, the vision is clear. Vision is clear. If you want it, grow it. If you leave it, know it. Believe it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Give it. If you receive it, give it. Nothing's missing. I'm it. It's all about frequency.
Wow, some powerful things that you guys have discovered about yourself. Let me give you some powerful insight that I want to tell you guys that you can do. When we're taking a look at this, here's some words that really help me transform and get a deeper understanding of myself and a deeper way of being able to look at myself and even do it in a place from love. When I stop using we and I started using I. Something changed when you start to say, I realize, and not sort of put that outside of yourself. When you can connect with things inside of yourself that's a little uncomfortable, you get a chance to see it in a very, very authentic way. But if everything is cloaked or very abstract, it's kind of hard to hold on to. And it's kind of us wanting to stay safe a little bit. Because if I say we, then I don't have to take full accountability, or I don't have to feel like I'm so alone, or I don't have to feel like the light is shining on me. Because believe it or not, most people are very uncomfortable with the light shining on them. We're very uncomfortable with being seen, in our true authenticity. And a lot of it comes from maybe past experiences, where others dimmed our lights, or where we were in situations where being in the light was not a good thing, or we had a past life where we attempted to stand up, we attempted to be ourselves, and it didn't turn out so well for us. But we're not there now. And I really want to encourage you guys, because where we are right now, this new moon is at 28 degrees. We are going to have the next new moons until we get into 2026. They're all going to be at 28 degrees, because we are stepping in to yet another pivotal point of transformation and evolution, a whole nother evolution of that, if we choose, because no one is forced to grow here on planet Earth. That is a soul's choice. No one is forced to evolve. No one is forced to raise your consciousness. You're not going to be punished. You wasn't forced to come here, and you're not going to be forced to come back. This was even a choice. We are sovereign beings. And I want us all to hold on to that and remember that, because that is definitely going to be your power move as you move yourself forward in these times that we have chosen to be alive and do our work here on planet Earth. Also, with all of this activation of this one energy, the binary code, these are the essentials to what we understand this whole existence to be throughout galaxies. This is what that 28 energy is going to be symbolic of, and for us coming. So the 28 was activated during this month of October, which is a 10 month, right? Universal month. This month, the 1 and the 0, the essential building blocks of the essence of what we call life, is going to be carrying us into that new beginning until we get to 2026, which then carries us into another new beginning. So we're already here. But I want you to understand that wherever you see that number 1, instant manifestation. But hear me out. It speaks to your frequency. It speaks to your thoughts. It speaks to your feelings. It speaks to your actions. It speaks to your non-action. It speaks to awareness. Awareness. It is more critical than ever that you only speak and you only do and you only not do what it is that you want to manifest. Your words, your thoughts, and your emotion and your frequency have more power now than it's ever had in any lifetime. because the moment is now. When you speak negative about yourself, when you speak in contrast about yourself, I'm not talking about observations to grow and evolve. I'm talking about just on the upside, you're not betting on yourself. You are putting that energy in motion. So I want you to think about your mouth, your words, your tongue is causing life. Are you speaking life? Or it's causing death? Hold that thought. Would you speak different about yourself, about others, about your life, and about your world if every single thing that you spoke, every single action that you did, every single frequency you held was going to be manifested? Would you do it? Because this is what those who have been called to do this work were asked to being stepped into. Can you step into this? Can you, despite what's happening out there, can you step into it in a real way, in an authentic way, in a loving way, but in a conscious way, in an awareness way, that you are fully aware of yourself and you can acknowledge that, and you're okay with creating what you're speaking, what you're doing, what you're being, and what you're feeling. I promise you, if you hold that in your heart or just within your energy field for a minute, it'll shift your awareness. Try it and let me know. Let me know. Try it. Try it out right now. Tell me if it shifts your awareness. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. It's okay. Everybody is not going to be along for the ride. Everybody's not ready to grow. Everybody is not ready to change. Everybody's not. We're going to find every excuse in the world. I promise you, if you guys do not take nothing from this message, this is the time that we self-sabotage. This week of revenge is not just coming from people and things outside of ourselves. You are going to have a battle going on from within. And if you're not willing to face yourself and rise to the occasion, the revenge will happen from within. You will self-sabotage beautiful moments. You will self-sabotage living your dreams. You will self-sabotage that next step of evolution that you want to go to. You will self-sabotage your own healing. You will self-sabotage these things that you're doing. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. And I don't consider this to be bad news, but I feel like some of you watching me, you're dropping your energy right now. And that's your sign that you've got to make a choice and decide that you're no longer going to do that. That you're no longer going to do that. You are going to face what is in front of you. I don't want to be one of those teachers who do not give you both aspects so you can understand. We live in a world of duality, and contrary to popular belief, there's nothing wrong with planet Earth. But the time right now is so critical. So critical. If you hear this message, I want you to understand you are meant to hear it. You are meant to receive it. I ask you to listen not with your mind, but open your heart and hear it. Because I want you to carry this with you throughout this week. And I want you to understand how important this spiritual marker is going to be for you over these next couple of days and even till the end of this year. But if you can hold this frequency, give yourself about a week. You will have put something new, something elevated, something more authentic, something more sovereign, something more healed, something more powerful in place for yourself. You will thank yourself later. I promise you. I promise you. This is not the time. Fight it. You want to be a warrior? This is the warrior. But the first battle is happening from within. So when you hear that term, someone seeking revenge, or this is a crash out week, that is code word for those of us who are mystics, those of us who are healers, those of us who understand metaphysics and the occult. That is code word for you. Then it's all or nothing. You're at an all or nothing point of view for yourself. Not meaning you will have nothing afterwards, but you will be battling uphill for the rest of the year. Get it now. Let it seek in your heart. Let yourself rise to that occasion. And when that thought comes in, when that feeling comes in, I don't want you to dismiss it. I want you to face it. I want you to own it with love. And I want you to own it with a solution. This is why the class, Self-Love is the New Shadow Work, had to be done at this pivotal time. Libra, the energy of Libra, 28 degrees. We are at the last degree of Libra. The next 3 months are new moons, the time of activation, the time of new beginnings. Do you see the theme here? They're all going to be at 28 degrees. 2026 is at 28 degrees. Do you think this is a coincidence? Do you think that this is some cosmic trick? Or do you think this is a divine alignment and you made the appointment to be here right now? So I don't care what you've been through for the rest of your life. I don't care what happened. I don't care what kind of delusional thing you need to tell yourself about who you are now. I need you to get through this week, and you need to do it in your highest elevation. Not allow your mind to play tricks on you. Put joy in front of you. Make yourself a save me list. Songs that raise your frequency, energy, and vibration. Go to sleep and listen to some pink light or listen to white noise, pink noise or white light when you go to sleep. Something that soothes your soul. Eat yourself some good food. Do some things that is loving. Stay away from things that you know is triggering, things that make you kind of revert and fall back into self-defeating thoughts or thoughts of wanting to lash out, crash out, or blame others. Whatever you got to do, I need you to do it this week. This would be the week for you to do it. This is that week. I don't care what happens. I don't care what happens. You don't let no one take your power, because this means you go back. Remember, I told you that figure 8, that is a recycle energy of infinity. And you're going to loop back through all of these lessons again. Unfortunately, we are on about a 9-10 year run, at least 6 at best. You don't want to do the last 6 years all over again. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for that new. And I'm not ready for a new that is a downgrade. I'm ready for that new that is the upgrade of the work that you have been putting in, the self-love work you've been doing on yourself, the things that you have celebrated, the things that you've accomplished, the things that you have celebrated. Don't let it all go in vain. Don't let it all go in vain. And for some of you, it will look like resting, but quiet as it's kept, for some of you, you've been resting way too goddamn long. You've been doing too much resting and too much feeling sorry for yourself. It is time to put your foot on that brake and to lock in on the next evolution of you. And you don't have to have it figured out because you will get the downloads. When I say working on you, I'm talking about the consciousness of your mind, the expansion of your consciousness, how you moving yourself forward, the bullshit you let yourself get tangled up into. Pay attention to who you're listening to, what energy you're taking in. Are you taking in fear or are you taking in light? You need to do things that feed your spirit, your soul, your physical body, your mental body, your spiritual body, your financial body, your relationship bodies. You need to feed all of you with the highest, most elevated state that is available. It's like someone saying, this is your week to give yourself the very best that you got. This is what I want you all to do. This is the challenge for you to give yourself the very best that you got. I'm not talking about here chasing and running after that. I'm talking about things you're naturally inspired for. So if you've been grinding and grinding and grinding, and you know the difference between acting like you busy and being busy for real. You know the difference. You know the difference, okay, between acting like you've been doing some shit and ain't no motion happening. And when you really buckle down and taking care of the things that need to get taken care of, getting your life in order, getting things organizing, letting go of things that you need to let go of, starting with your thoughts, starting with feelings, starting about those things you want to get revenge on, anger, pain. Filter all of that energy into the next you. Because the you that you are now cannot get you to where you want to go, or you would have already been there. So I want you to think of it like this. Let's do an occult experience. I want you to sit down on the night of the new moon, a day before, which will be today on the 20th, right? You can do it 3 days after. I'll give you that. So up to 3 days after. And I want you to write down your new identity, your elevated state of consciousness, your elevated frequency. And after you finish, I want you to sign your name and put "so it is done" and write the date. And I need you to screenshot it, keep it on your phone. And I need you to step into main character energy. And I need you to hold it. Hold it for at least 8 days. Hold that character, because then you'll have the momentum building to move you forward as we get into 2026 and beyond. Remember, the door is closing. That's why we're having all of these new moons until the end of the year at 28 degrees. This is the year of endings. Before we get to the end of the year, what you don't let go now becomes a part of who you are. You taking it with you, baby, for the next 9 years. You carrying that pain with you. You carrying that hurt with you. You're going to carry that fear with you if you don't let it go. And you let it go. Here's a spiritual law. If you take something out, whether that's physical, whether that's mental, or whether that's emotional, you need to replace it with something of equal or greater value. So if you let go of being afraid to express yourself and your thoughts, what are you going to replace it with? You have to replace it with something, hopefully, of a greater value. And then that's what you need to step into. That's what you need to step into. We will fight for everything. We will fight for our man. We will fight for our children as women. Men, you will fight for your woman, your partners. Women and men will fight for our partners. We'll fight for a job. We'll fight for a parking spot. We'll fight about a post. We'll fight over friendships. Somebody said something, somebody did something, and we want to get revenge. But you won't fight for you. And I'm not asking you to fight. I'm asking you to truly be and live what you know you truly are. To really be you authentically. That's it. No apology, no people pleasing, no gaslighting, no crashing out, no blame game, but step into your power. See what it feels like to step into your power. Speak your truth, live your truth, and know that you are creating the world that you live in. And if there's anything in that world that you don't want, that you no longer are in alliance with, you happily let it go. Whether it's a thought, whether it's an action, whether it's a bad habit, whether it's a feeling, whether it's a person, whether it's a place, or whether it's a thing, you willingly let it go. You bless it and let it go. And you focus. What her say, focus on me, you focus on you. You will leave the false matrix and you will step into what I call the pretty matrix. But again, this ain't easy work, because if it was, baby, everybody would do it. And all you got to do is look around and you can see everybody ain't ready for this type of work. They want the occult. They want the mystery. But this is some real spiritual occult science right here. Most people can't do this. They can't do it for one day. They can't. They can't hold the line for themselves for one day. They can't. And it's okay, because everybody ain't about this life. But I know if you're here, you got to be about this life. Now, whether you choose it, that's up to you. That's not for me to say. I'm just here to bring you the message and let you know that this is a powerful portal that we're in of newness. Of newness. And if you want it, it's here for you. If you feel it, you can have it. You just got to embrace it. You just got to own it. You got to own it. You got to really own it. For this week, hold it, because your chances of holding it forever, ever, ever is there. And if you slip, because we might slip, it's not about the fall. It's about the comeback. How quick can you come back? How quick can you self-correct? That's one of the things I teach in my practice when I do a one-on-one. I don't care about how many times you failed. I have failed at so many things so many times. It's not about the fail. It's about how short can you lessen that time between the fall, between the wrong turn, between the wrong decision, and the comeback. Don't call it a comeback. We got to. This is a comeback week. How quick can you come back? Back to you. Back to the real you. Not the fake you. The real you. The real you that understands, I got this. And I'm going to keep moving forward. And I'm going to give it all I got. Because I'm worth it. Simply because I'm worth it. And one more thing I want you to carry with you this week. When I see me, I see God. I see God. When I look at me, I see God. But guess what else? When I see you, I see the God in you. And that's how I greet you. I'm not talking to you like you beneath me. I'm talking to you like you equal. We equal. And because of that, I understand about the power you have and the power I have. And that's how I want you to greet people. They got power. The worst thing in the world you could do for somebody is feel sorry for them. Help them to understand that they are just as powerful as you. And so while you're standing in your sovereignty and your power, I want you to understand that they are standing in their sovereignty and their power as well. We will be greater if we can rise to this. We could accomplish more if we can rise to this, if we can all understand that we all have greatness within ourselves. And however you internalize that greatness within yourself, you are the reflection of the source, the most high that you've come from. You are that reflection. So even though we might have thought it was cringe, but I actually could see the profound message that was attempting to be put out to the masses when someone said, what would Jesus do or what would God do? That's code word for what would your higher self do? Because I'm not imagining doing something as a God if I ain't a God, because that would be foolish. Why would you want me to think what would God do, but then tell me I can't be God-like? So if we are really drinking the Kool-Aid, if we are really drinking what we are studying and what we say we understand, then we would live it. We would live it. So whatever phrase does it for you, if it's too much to think of yourself as God, then ask yourself, what would God do? And then what's the next step after that? Then you do it, right? I mean, it doesn't take a psychic to figure out that you are acting godly like. If you are asking, what would God do? And then you're doing what God would do. I don't care how you got to mix it around. I don't care what language you use, as long as you do something about it. Because this is that week. I don't want nobody to say I didn't tell you or that you didn't hear it from nobody, because you heard it from me. I'm telling you. 28 degrees, the final degrees. There is doors closing. And I know we like to think on planet Earth, you will always have a chance. If this ain't the time, you'll always have another time. Well, we made an agreement when we came to Earth, and time is running out for a lot of things on this planet. And this, I'm not going to say it's going to run out on you. I'm just going to let you know that we're all running out of certain times on this planet. And this is a time where we have some extra boost of energy that's working in our favor. Working in your favor. I'm talking about, yeah, it's always working in your favor. But this is green light means go. You've been wanting to change. You said you wasn't going to do that anymore. You said you wasn't going to be like that no more, but you're still doing it. This is the week. Don't do it. Don't do it. And do whatever you need to do to set boundaries. Not with other people, not with other things. They have no dominion over you. You have to set your own boundary. And that boundary is to check in with you and not to instantly respond or be reactive to things outside of you. And don't forget, the most important thing is your power, your energy, and your attention. I want you to spend it this week like it was $1 billion on the line. Where would you give your energy at? I want you to think of it that way. What kind of food would you eat? What kind of mindset would you have? What kind of thoughts would you be thinking? What would be your main focus? If every time you did something, you're giving away $1 billion, I bet you would think about it a little different. The reason I'm telling you to think of it in currency, because currency is frequency. It comes from source and God because it's energy. But what you do with it determines whether that currency is doing something of a positive vibration or negative vibration. You determine that by the what that currency is buying for you. Stay out of gossip. No reaction. You guys know what I told you last week. Somebody comes up, says something to you, you're going to check in with yourself first before you check in with other people. You're going to stay still. Somebody want to whisper some shit in your ear to throw you off your game? We're not going to do it. Somebody want to use you as a crash out pad? You're going to politely bow out of the conversation. Yeah, because this is an indication that they're looking for someone to exchange some energy with. And if you're not willing to do that exchange, then you need to politely bow out. That's it. This is not the week for arguments. It's not the time for revenge. It's not going to turn out like you think. I promise you. And a lot of people, you will see it's going to be playing out. It's already playing out and have been playing out where people are going to be seeking revenge. And a lot of these people are seeking revenge at this time because they have not done their healing work. And for other people, it's because they have been suppressed for so long. And now it becomes a volatile energy and they're just exploding all over the place. And by the way, there might be some explosions. I hope not, but there might be some explosions. Watch the sky. Watch the waters. A lot of things will be coming to the surface as well. A lot of things will be coming to surface. Airports, airplanes, boats, the waters, and the weather. These are things to keep your eyes on. Main thing, find something to stay productive with this week. If you've been saying you're going to reorganize your room, your house, your car, your closet, your pantry, or work on a project, or start a business, or get something ready, I want you to put your head down, put your hands on something, and filter all of your energy into what you're building and working on. Major rituals will be done this week. And I haven't heard too many people talk about it, but major rituals are going to be done to steal your power, steal your energy. Major rituals are going to be done this week because it's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. And that is the most valuable thing that's going to be stifled. But I don't want any of us to have no fear because there's no reason to fear. Because if you don't give consent, meaning if you don't participate in the drama, you don't participate in the foolishness, if you don't focus your energy on those things, then you can accomplish bigger things. Especially even if you're working for a cause, I need you to be solution based, not argument based. You're going to see a lot of protesting starting to build up. And this is where a lot of people are filtering out their energy. And I'm not here because everybody chooses to do their work their kind of way. But we know how to make moves because everything happens in the unseen world before it happens in the seen world. So be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your actions. Know that there's a lot of people that are tick, 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 ticking, wait to explode. And they're waiting for you to come into work, to say something to them, to bump into them, to look at them when they're in the car, to flick them off, to say something to them. They're going to do things to provoke you. And this can also happen. I don't even know what that means. This can also happen when you're online, putting things up to get a reaction out of you because they're looking for something to relieve them of the pain, the anger, the frustration, the unhealedness that is inside of them. And they're trying to provoke that inside of you to get the reaction out of you because now they get to take your power. This is where a lot of energy swapping comes out. What was that book that talked about that? I want to say it's 48 Laws of Power, where people can change and switch destinies. Mhm. Swapping. It's not literally a soul swap, but it's an energy swap. And sometimes it's a hard time. You sit down and you listen to somebody crash out and tell you all of this stuff. And suddenly you walk away thinking you're fine. And the next day, you're lethargic. You can't get out of bed. You're down. You're sad. And you don't know why you're down and sad. Because you sat there and you took all of this energy in. You took it all in. You took it all in. And that person got a chance to take all of your good energy. So they walk away feeling better. You walked away thinking you listened to something and you're helping somebody. No, you're not. No, no, not this week. You're not helping them. Mm-mm. You're not helping them. Mm-mm. You're letting them help themselves to your energy while you sit back and now you have to try to transmute something that's not even yours to carry. Not even yours to carry. Another big thing that may be happening this week, it may be massive layoffs as we come into this week and next week. Massive layoffs that are happening with people. So people have a right to be on edge. I'm certainly not being insensitive to that. I'm telling you so you can understand and know what's ahead for you. What's ahead for you so you can learn how to navigate in these cosmic streets. And no matter where you see this, whether you're online, whether you in person, whether you at the grocery store, whether you at work, whether you at the donut shop, wherever you may be, maybe you in the, you driving down the highway, somebody all of a sudden, because you didn't move fast enough, they blowing a horn, they flicking you off, they doing all of this. And you decide, oh, I'm going to flick you. No, 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 no. This ain't the week for that. Mm-mm. No, because you don't want to be about that life. You understand? There is a force out there that is working against the force of light. This is just the essence of earth. Now, people make all of these fantastic stories up. And listen, I'm a girl for good stories. We can make it into a fantastic story, but I'm just not in the mindset of bullshitting you and sugarcoating it when that's not it. Energy is not good or bad, but we live in a place where there is a polarity of that energy. Some would call good, some would call bad, some would call evil, and some would call not evil or high frequency. The truth is, it's all energy. But how we direct that energy and the perception of what happens with that energy is what makes the distinction. So there is a light force that is here, and we all carry it. And there's a dark force that is here. And there are times where these forces butt heads with one another more than the usual. Sometimes we can walk through the darkness and it ain't a big deal. Sometimes we can go play in the dark and we can come out of the dark and we can still have our light. And there's other times that you go over there and you get sucked in the black hole And it takes you a long time to bring your ass up out of the other side of that dark hole. And by the way, science finally figured out something I've been saying for decades. That you can live when you go through the black hole. Just when your ass come out on the other side, you just ain't gonna be the same. You ain't gonna look the same. You ain't gonna be the same. We all know when somebody has gone through a dark hole. Don't we all know? And if you've lived long enough, you done been in a dark hole and you know how long it took your ass to get out. You know when you came out on that other side, you was trying to dust yourself off. Thank God you made it through and you getting ready to move yourself forward. What I'm trying to tell you is when you see that dark hole, don't go nowhere near it. Don't go near it. Don't go near. You already know what it's about. You already know what that dark energy is about. So trust yourself, trust your intuition this week in everything that you do. Walk in your power, walk in your light, be unapologetic about it, but lead with love. And don't be nice. Mm-mm. Don't be nice. This is not the week to be nice. You'll get ate up being nice this week. Be kind, but nice, that's an option. You save that niceness for people you know is matching you. Nice? No, we're not going to be nice. Kind? Yeah, we can be kind. Nice? Ain't got to be. That's an option. That's an option for another time. We're not nice this week, but we are so kind. We're kind. And I'm sure you know the difference between this. I wanted you all to hear this. It's not the normal message I say to you, but right now, there's so much at stake right now. That's why I'm not even playing with none of y'all. Some of y'all know. Some of y'all like to play. I think sometimes y'all just be like, hey, we going to see if we can get Ms.Blue. We gonna see if we can get her riled up. Let me send her this stupid ass email. Let me tell her this dumb thing. Let me do this to her. Let me see what Ms.Blue going to say when I play with her like this. Let me see if I put this, what Ms.Blue's going to say. Baby, not this week. This week, you're going to be left on red. You're going to be sitting where you sat. That's where you're going to be. You're going to be where you sat. This week, you will. Now, maybe down the line, I'll entertain you a little bit. But it's just too much at stake. It's like someone telling you you can have absolutely anything you want. I just need you to do these things. Can you follow the directions of your soul? Can you follow the directions of not Ms.Blue, your higher self? Because that's what I'm asking you to do. Your higher self, not your lower self. Because and that's why I'm telling you, I want you to make the distinction. I'm not telling you to get out here and be nice. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to follow your higher self. And that may mean to spit a little bit of fire, but you understand where that fire is coming from and why. It's not a reaction fire. Because see, if you're spitting fire, that means there was no fire. You brought all the flame, okay? The flames. They not getting smoke. No. They not getting smoke. They gonna get pure flames. We know what happens when there is no fire. You get pure flames, there's nothing left. When we're done, it's finished. It's over. It's done. And unfortunately, there may be some relationships, some friendships, some things in your life that you're saying, that's it. I am done. And I want you to look within first. Because I know a little birdie told me within the last couple of hours, there's something that done happened in your life that you said, that's it. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to make sure this happened. It's done. I'm never going back. Remember the story about Nadia Comaneci. Even though she's not an ice skater, she's a gymnast. And Nadia told the USSR, oh, I ain't never coming back. I don't care what you threaten me with. I don't care what kind of diamond you dingling in front of my face. I don't care what kind of money you putting out there for me. I ain't never going back. I don't care what kind of gift you want to give me. Oh, I'm not never going back because I done seen clearly now. And I understand, no, 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 no. That's not for me. That's not for me. And that's what Nadia Comaneci did. She said, I ain't never going back. Ain't never going back. You ain't got to worry about me. I am not coming back. And she didn't go back. And that's what I'm telling you. So I'm not telling you to immediately look outside yourself, but I want you to understand that if you look within and you can decipher this within yourself, that's the real self-love is the shadow work. Woohoo! Class is going to be going down tonight. I am so excited about that. But that's the real self-love is shadow work. Not to discover this outside yourself, but you can discover those parts of yourself. Because see, when you can realize it within yourself and you can read it, it's too easy to read it on the outside. You can spot that shit a mile away. Somebody could say, what's that over there? Bullshit. What? Oh, that's some bullshit. But Ms.Blue, can you even see it from here? Because I know what bullshit looks like. Because I know when I was bullshitting myself. This is something my daddy always told me. You can bullshit the whole world, but never bullshit yourself. It took us a while till we got a little older to understand what he meant. But see, when you don't BS yourself, then you don't let other people BS you. You won't do it to yourself. So you're not going to let somebody else do it to you. So find it from within with love. Don't sit there and beat yourself up for 20 hours. Acknowledge it. Say what you're going to end and state your action that you're going to move forward with. And we need to pick it up and that's it. It's done. And so it is done. Ain't that what our ancestors said? So it is done. If you ever had an elder tell you, I done washed my hands of it, you already know. Don't bring that subject back up. You can be 90 years old. Don't come back in here talking about that again. Because when an elder tell you they done washed their hands of you, that means they are done. Don't matter what's going on. Don't matter what's happening. They're done with that subject. Don't bring it up. We're not going to talk about it no more. We're not going to discuss it no more. It is over. Done. So there are some things. Let's be some real occult scientists here. There are some things that has come to the surface about who we are. It could be every time something don't go our way, we start saying, why me? Why me? Why me? Why does this always happen to me? Oh, somebody done did something to me. Oh, my mama did. My sister did. My daddy did. My brother did. My man did. My child did. The world did. The country did. We blaming everybody. I want you to look within. See what you can do. How did you participate in it? Take yourself out of the equation. And I guarantee you, your life will start to change. You will be able to recognize it with love within yourself and say, I am no longer going to do that to myself. No more. It's over. You're not doing that to me no more. I love me too much. I love me so much. I'm no longer going to do that to myself anymore. When I recognize I made a bad decision, I'm not going to spend a week trying to baffle my mind about why I did it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to pause. And I'm going to say, I shouldn't have done that. I really should not have done that. And if I can think about it now, here's what I would have done. And the next time I'm presented with this is how we move in. From now on, we're going to take time before we react so quick. We're We're going to move different. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's the self reflection. That's the healthy self reflection. And then holding yourself accountable. Because every moment your life can change in an instant. So that means the next decision or choice you have to make, which I can't even remember what statistics say how many choices and decisions we make in a day. It's like thousands of choices we make. Can you become aware and conscious enough and present enough that you are conscious about what you're doing? Not unconscious, meaning you just doing shit. You're consciously aware. And you're choosing, you know that this is happening because this is what I want to happen. I'm choosing. And when a situation or an experience shows up and you sit back and say, wait a minute, now I didn't call this in, or at least I didn't think, is this a reflection of me? Or is this showing me a contrast? This is showing me a contrast. Don't let nobody trick you and say, oh, that's you. You know, everything is a mirror, but it's not always reflecting the same thing. How many times have you looked in the mirror and you've seen more about what's happening behind you than you did yourself? The mirror is showing you the opposite of who you are. Most people just can't realize it. And so they start to mirror anything and anyone in front of them. That's not the goal. The higher perspective is to recognize, is this a match for where I am? Or is this showing me the opposite of where I am? Because once I can identify that, then I know how to move differently. If I realize your reflection is opposite to me, I'm not matching nothing you do. I'm observing what you're doing, and I'm standing in my own light and own power, and I'm staying true to me. And I don't have to worry about it because I realize you're the reflection that had I made different choices and decisions, that's what I would be. That's this week in a nutshell. Like I could give it to you in so many different ways. But I promise you, you're going to be thinking about that 28 new moon because it's working you up to see where are you going to be by the time we get to March, January, February, March, April of next year. Where are you going to be? All those dreams and goals and desires and changes that you want, what have you done to change? What have you let go of so you can allow more to come in? Where have you adjusted? Where have you stepped outside of your comfort zone of who you know yourself to be? If you think that the you are here will get you where you want to go, I could almost assure you that 99.9%.1 it will not happen for. There is a change that is required. There is sacrifice that is required for the life you want, the relationship you want, the health you want, the finances you want, the work you want to do. There's sacrifices. So let's do an expansion experience this week. And let's see if we can step into that energy, even without having it all figured out. We're just going to be in our elevated step, our next step, even if you don't know what that next step is. You know the characteristics of that next step. You know the energy of that next step. And if you don't, I want you to sit with yourself and get curious. what would that look like? What would that feel like? How would you talk? How would you be? How would you show up? What kind of friends would you have? What kind of food would you eat? What does your schedule look like? Right? What kind of work are you going to be doing? And I want to see how much of that you can bring into your day to day life for a whole week. What kind of thoughts would you have? What kind of things would you not say about yourself? Would you constantly be putting yourself down? Would you constantly be gaslighting yourself or throwing little sly shit in there? Would you be saying that about yourself? Really? That's what I want you to do. I want you to hold that just for this week. Let's just kind of flirt with this. We can make this our version of kind of an expansion Halloween where we get into a whole new character, right? Where people still recognize, like you'd be like, trick or treat. We know that's still you, Miss Blue. We see you acting a little different, but girl, we know that's you. But you are given a different version of who you are. That's what I want you to do. I want you to give a different version of who you are. So that food you can't eat, this week, if someone asks you about it, you're going to act like you're appalled. Oh, no, I don't eat that. No, no, no. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Starbucks? No, no. Godiva chocolate? Oh, no, no. No, thank you. Ooh, no, thank you. No, I don't eat that. No. Mm. Like it never happened, right? Like it never happened. Someone starts to gossip. You wait till they finish and you say, you know what? I don't really get into all of that. I'm gonna let you have that. I think I'm gonna go take care of something else. I don't really, or you say something positive about the person, right? Or you just excuse yourself completely. You don't engage in those type of things. You understand? Somebody you know, try to shake you off your square. Just check in with you first. Just pause. Check in with yourself. Make sure you take care of your own emotions first. And you let them stay where they are. Y'all heard that, right? You let them stay where they are. You let them stay right where they are. And you say, excuse me, hold on one second. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. You let them stay right where they are. You let them stay right. You let them stay right where they are. That's it. They get to have it. You get to have it. You get to say it. You get to be it. You get to do it. And you go on about your business. And then you go home and you say, dang, this is that project I was working on in March and I never finished it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spin. I'm pissed off about what happened at work. I'm pissed off about, what this person did, that person said to me. I'm pissed off, but I held it on it. You know what I'm doing? I'm putting all that in that work. I'm transmuting that and I'm fitting to put it in this work, baby. I'm finna put it into my work. While they over here with the foolishness, I'm getting busy with me. I'm showing up for me. That's who I'm going to show up for. Let that roll. Let that roll. Let that just roll through your life. And we're going to have a great week. I want you all to save this live. I want you to come back. I just wanted to come on and chit chat. Take what you feel is good for you in your heart and what resonates with you. And the rest, don't throw it in the trash because you might need it. Just kind of keep it close so you can go back and say, wait a minute. I wasn't feeling nothing Miss Blue said, but wait a minute now. Let me go back. Okay, I feel some of that. So whatever resonates with you, trust yourself. Trust your intuition this week. Make some power moves. If you didn't hear the rising sign reading, go back and listen to that. But trust yourself. Your intuition is going to be speaking to you loud and clear. Clear this week. And I want you to stand in your power. I want you to stand in your power this whole entire week. As we coast through this Libra new moon, we're going to see a lot of shit. It's going to be a lot of shit. It's going to go down And it ain't going to just be in the DMs. It's going to be going down. Okay? It's going down. It's going down. But we not going down. We going up. You ever get to the elevator and you get ready to get on and people say, "Oh, we going down." You say, "Okay, it's okay. Y'all go ahead." "Oh no, you could get on." "No, no, no. I'm going up. Y'all go ahead. Y'all just go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, you going up?" "Yeah, I'm going up. Y'all going down. Y'all just keep going. I'll catch the next one. Y'all just go on down because I'm on my way up. I'm not going down. I done been down already. I don't need to go back down. I'm trying to go up. I'm going, matter of fact, I'm going to the penthouse. I'm going to the rooftop. That's where I'm going. Rooftop. Yeah, yeah. Well, you got to have a key to get in. Well, this is a puff. But you know what I'm saying. You got to have a key to get into the rooftop. Everybody don't get in the rooftop. You got to have a key to get up there. You know, you get up so many floors, but to get to that rooftop, you need a key. And I know everybody, if you're listening to this, you got a key. So you ain't worried about it. So when the people say, "Well, you going up, ma'am? You want us to press your floor?" No, no, no. You can't press my floor because I'm going to the rooftop. "Oh, well, you have to have a key to get there." "Yeah, I got my key." "Well, we don't have a key." "Okay, I guess y'all got to get off because I got a key. I can go to the rooftop." That's where we're going. We're going to the rooftop. Okay. We're not going down. Not this week. Not this week. We're not going down. This week, rooftop. So I will meet you all on the rooftop and we can gaze at the stars. We can watch the Atlas comet as it does its dance and the other two comets that they don't want to talk about. By the way, it's quite interesting. We're not going to dabble into it this week. Maybe we'll get into it a little later. You know, we should we entertain it? Should we entertain it magically? We got all this celestial stuff happening in the sky. And our American government is on a shutdown, so NASA can't really put out any reports about what they think it is. So we got some object floating around, which personally, we know it ain't an object. First of all, we're not where we once was in the cosmos. That lineup they showed us in first grade, we ain't in that lineup no more. We are truly lost in space. We are floating through the photon belt. And I want you to just think about all of these things in the cosmic sky as an opportunity to expand your consciousness and your awareness, to know that we are not in Kansas anymore, boys and girls. We are in outer space. We are truly interstellar at this point, headed for the edge of our own galaxy. And we don't know what's getting ready to happen, but that's okay. We don't have to know what's happening because this is a course that we all signed up for. And I don't think it's going to lead to destruction. That would be too easy. I don't think nobody would be mad if we went poof and everybody was gone. Nobody would be mad. I don't think anybody, how could you be mad? We're all together. We're like, what happened? What just happened? Where are we at? So this is nothing more than new souls coming to the planet and really giving us an opportunity to elevate. Because, see, the sun is sending out new downloads, and you got to stay focused to get these upgrades so we can become more crystalline beings and start to use our multisensory abilities. Yeah. Our multisensory abilities. They're going to be on fleek for you. You're going to hear conversations you wish you hadn't heard. You're going to feel things you wish you hadn't have felt. You're going to know shit that you like, woo. Okay. Superpowers activate. Yeah, it's going to be a good week. We're going to get ready to get out of here. I have said way too much, but I love you all. I love you all. It's okay. Everybody ain't gonna be able to get to the rooftop. They're not gonna be able to go to the rooftop. It's okay. It's okay. We're not mad. We'll tell them to wait. Just tell them to hold on. When we done doing our work on the rooftop, we'll come on back down. Yeah. Every now and again, you get a guest pass, and you get to bring somebody to the rooftop. Mm-hmm. You get to bring somebody to the rooftop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Love you too. This has been good. I feel like we did a little FaceTime here tonight. This is what this call felt like. It felt like FaceTime. So I wanted to come on, but I'm going to get out of here. I'm running my mouth now. I'm super excited. You guys go check out the digital download page. Let me give you the link to that. If you don't have it, it's still time to get into Andrometer Rising if you want. Or you can be a part of Self Love is the New Shadow Work, which I am beyond over the moon. And everybody who's in that class, you should have gotten your email with all the juicy details in it. So I will be seeing you in class today. Woo woo. But I want to give you guys the link to the digital download site. And so you can find some things to work on here. And definitely I gave out an exercise here. So that's something you can work on as well too, for us to really activating our next evolution of ourselves. Yeah. So here's the link. I'm going to put it in chat for those of you who feel called to do. Your birthday was Saturday. Happy born day. I have been afraid of fasting. Okay. Well, you know, I don't know what that means, but if you're afraid of fasting, that simply just means you need more detailed information about how to do it in a healthy way. And there's so much information out there about how to fast and to do it in a healthy way. And I want to say, oh my goodness, somebody sent me. Oh, Cash App. Thank you for that. Thank you. So, and thank you for the super chat donation. I can't see who did the Cash App. Thank you, Priestess Gwen, for the super chat donation. But yeah, that's it. If you're afraid of fasting, listen, no need to be afraid. It's too much information, knowledge, and trusting yourself. When you say afraid, that simply means you have not checked in with yourself. And sometimes afraid just means you don't know the reason why you are doing what you think you should be doing. Or the idea came from someone else and it didn't come from you, right? But we do know fear is not real. But I say always trust yourself, always trust yourself. But doing something out of fear is never a good idea. That ain't never a good idea. So don't let no one scare you into fasting. But get curious. Find out why you're even entertaining a thought that you're scared for. Are you scared or you just don't have enough information? Chances are you don't have your own reason for doing it. And what you're scared of is what someone else has told you. And we do too many things because someone else thinks it's a good idea. And that's why here I am an advocate. I am an advocate for listening to yourself. Don't even listen to my ass. Do what you feel is right for you. Take what you feel you need to do for you. And that's what I want you to do. Yeah. You are powerful enough to make the best decisions for yourself and to have enough good insight to be able to trust whatever decision you're hearing or knowing from wherever you're getting your information from. So we don't need to be in no fear of doing something. Fear means you don't have enough, you don't have your own reason for it. Or somewhere you're listening to someone else's reason for something. Because if I come up with a thought, I'd be damned if I'm going to be scared of my own thought. No, I'm not going to be scared of me. You can't be scared of you. Not you. And if you came up with it, then it would give you the curiosity to go figure out if this is the right time for you. Yeah. So, all right. Well, there we go. I love you so much, Soul Family. Let's have an amazing week. Save this live. I want you to come back and, share with me. Share with me how this week is going for you, how things are resonating for you. And then, you know what else? Let's say if you're still listening to this live and you listen all the way to the end, what are we going to comment? We got to get an emoji. What emoji could we? Let's do the magic. Let's do the crystal ball, because this is going to stand for Know Your Magic. Yeah. You're going to comment. Where that little ball at? Where that ball at? Where is it? Let me find it. Let me find the little magical ball. Dang, I got that many emojis over here. Look at you and look at you and look at you. Look at you. I don't even know if I got it over here. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Did it go? You gonna let me do it? There it is. There. Thank you, guys. Yes, I had to get the emojis. Much love to you guys. You said, sis, you fast every night you sleep. Nothing to be afraid. Very good point. That's right. You fast every night you sleep. And in the morning when you get up, you break your fast. That's how they tricked us and made us think we had to eat breakfast. You're breaking a fast. You fast every night. You fast in between meals. You always fasting. Thank you for that. Rasha. Is it Rashane? Rashida? Rashida? I think I'm saying it right. I don't want to mess up your beautiful name. Yeah, you always fasting. Yeah, look at that. That's right. You've been fasting. But I know what you're talking about, a long fast. And here's something I'll tell you. I don't recommend, if you don't know what you're doing, don't get out here and start doing a water fast or saying you ain't going to eat nothing and you ain't going to do something. Listen, it's too many people out here that got the right information. But also, you got to trust yourself, because a lot of people got the right information and got the wrong damn people and got folks jacked up and leaving the planet very early. And then they on the other side asking me what had happened was because I didn't mean to leave. And I said, well, I don't want to tell y'all a story because I'm not trying to spook anybody tonight. But yeah, I told a few people, if you don't cut that out, you ain't going to be here. And they didn't cut it out, so I guess they didn't mean to be here, because no soul leaves before their time. You just may not be conscious of it. So, but it's a lot of ways to take yourself out. All right? And if that's not what you're trying to do, you ain't got to try to do that. So, anywho, let me get off of here because I got work to do. And I know you all have work to do. That's right. Don't blow a gasket. Just thank you, Thank you, Gastrons. Good to see you, Gastrons. Thank you. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. We'll do that, and then we'll get ready to get out of here. That's all I have for you. But thank you all for coming on by. Thank you for coming in. And again, don't forget, I also have the All About Frequency 369 channel. You're more than welcome to go over there and sign up. I'm posting over there just a little bit. Paris is in the, Paris. Parlez-vous français? Paris in the building. Welcome on in, Paris. Checking in from Paris, the city of lovers. You know, ain't nothing like Paris at night, even though it don't get dark. Like I remember one time being in Paris, it was almost, I hold you not, 10 o'clock at night and the damn sun was still up. Folks was outside like they was in the middle of Manhattan. It was so magical, so beautiful, especially around the Arch of Triumph and even by the Eiffel Tower. It's just beautiful when it's lit up at night. Beautiful, beautiful. California in the building. San Diego. We ain't putting USA again. San Francisco in the building. Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. Los Angeles, USA. Dallas, Texas in the building. What's up, Dallas? Well, what's up, Veiled Goddess? Divine Grace is checking in from Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona got some things going on. I'm with it. The UK is in the building. Welcome on in the I'm not going to say it. Welcome in from the UK, London in the building. Some more California's in the house representing St. Matthews, South Carolina. Where is that near? St. Matthews. That sounds familiar. I'm just not sure. Stamford, Connecticut in the building. Welcome on in. When I went to Paris, it didn't get dark till about 10 p.m. You too, Janae? Yes, it didn't get dark until late. Welcome in. Stone Mountain. Oops, USA. Is that a place? Oops, USA. I wonder what goes on there. King Simon in the building representing Stone Mountain. I got a cousin that lives in Stone Mountain. He lives near where who owns that mansion now? Does Rick Ross own it? Used to be Holyfield's mansion. He lives across the street from there, over there. South Florida in the building. McDougal, Georgia, Africa in the building. You representing the whole continent, sis. You representing the whole continent. She said, I'm representing Africa, baby. You representing the whole continent. I love it. It's okay. Continent represent. That's fine. Jersey City, New Jersey. Love it, love it. Chiva representing Durham, North Carolina. One of my favorite places in the whole wide world. Lived there, had some magical experiences. My uncles, some family members, cousins, all that. Still live in Durham. Love that whole RTP. Honey O representing Los Angeles, California. And Carlette representing Ocean Springs, Mississippi. MISSISSPPI. That's how I learned how to spell Mississippi. And then Amber, is it Ember? Ember Grace representing Covington, Georgia. I could tell you a story about Covington, Georgia, where actually I was driving. I'm trying to think where I was going. I might have been going to North Carolina. And this truck was driving and a whole slab of wood fell off the back of his truck, hit my car. I was driving, thank God. Bounced over it. I had already seen the accident. I just didn't see the details. Car swerved all the way across 6 lanes, had a flat tire. Thank goodness. The only thing messed up on my car was the 2 flat tires. Had to wait for a pickup truck, and it was in Covington, Georgia. An amazing brother picked us up in his truck. Not only did he take me because it was at nighttime to where the car could get fixed, park it so that I can get tires in the morning, but he also took us to get something to eat and then took us to our hotel, called back later to make sure we was okay, and came pick me up and took me back to pick up my car. So I will always have a special place in my heart for Covington, Georgia. Yeah, I love that. Oakland, California. Yes, sis. She says, I'm all in that. Yeah, she's representing Africa. I love it. And you know I can never say this place, Priestess Gwen, but yes, you're representing Cali. That was because I didn't add it to San Diego. Okay. Dallas, Texas. But currently in Prague, Czechoslovakia, get the freak out of here. You are in my city. You are in the city in Czechoslovakia, in Prague, where I got kidnapped at. There is a Black Madonna in that city. I don't know if you know that or not. There's a Black Madonna there. She's on one of the side of those buildings, and she got a gold cage around her, and it's a black figure. What I love about Prague is that they have real gold statues all through Prague. And there's a bridge on Prague, and it has this gold like figure. It's like an angel or something on their bridge that is there. And they have the most incredible crystal in the world. I actually, you know, I was young when I got kidnapped, and this is when I got kidnapped in Europe because I've been kidnapped twice. See, I don't even want to go back there. I don't even want to go back there because we're going to close the door on that in this moment. But just reflecting on the story from this one, yeah, I got kidnapped and I was taken there. But I was taken there by the KGB. Long story, you guys. Long story. This was before Prague became sort of independent as they were. They were part of the USSR at that time. And me and my brother and some other kids, it was a group of us kids. But anywho, I went back as an adult to kind of get over, like my therapy was to go back there and visit the city. And so I would kind of get over, yes, the Charles Bridge. I couldn't think of the name, to visit the city and not have that fear. And I actually went back and had an amazing time in Prague. I brought some beautiful chandeliers back, crystal back, because they have incredible crystal there. Like the craftsmanship is out of this world. And I remember going into this one place where they had the glass makers. One day I'll have to show you guys some of my collection. And they blew these glass figurines of like a dolphin. What did I get? I got a couple of fish and a teddy bear. Like they blew these glass figurines, and I still have them to this day. And some crystal glasses and a couple of chandeliers I got from my mom and my aunt, and one for myself at that time. And just a beautiful place, just a beautiful, beautiful place. It's changed a little bit over the years, but still a very, very beautiful place. Yes, many of y'all are new. Y'all didn't know. Yeah, I've been kidnapped actually 3 times if you count a boyfriend kidnapping me, but I don't really count that, even though he was threatening to get rid of me and him. Long story. I ain't counting that one. These other 2, these were from people I didn't know. So we count them too, you understand? But that was past life drama. Auburn, Alabama in the building. Welcome on in, Tara White. The white Tara got some very magical powers, but I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. Yeah, it does sound beautiful the second time I went. First time, no. That's where I first came in contact with the Black Madonna. I didn't know who she was. I just seen it when they were walking us into this building. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's so picturesque. Please take pictures. Take plenty, plenty, plenty of pictures of yourself there. Yeah, crazy story. I wish I could say it was a story. It is a story, but it's a real story. Like I really lived it, A lot of people tell me I need to write, I could write a mystery book because I could tell you all how it started. We went to a festival. I can't think of the city we went to a festival in. Anyway, we went to a festival and there was this African girl with this German man. And they walked up to me and she was asking me some questions. But I was a teenager. I didn't know. And yeah, lots of turn of events. So a lot of that James Bond stuff, that kind of stuff was going on. But anyway, long, another kind of story. I have healed myself of those traumas. And even coming into this work, is where I learned that what I actually found out was the figure I seen, which I just thought it was a black figure of a woman holding a baby. I thought it was a statue. I did not know that that was the Black Madonna. I didn't find that out till almost 30 plus years later, what that statue was. And then when it resurfaced, um, I can't remember what class I was taking. I was taking some class and somebody was talking about the Black Madonna and how she could be seen all over the world. And I had never heard of it. And when I seen the picture, I was like, I seen that. And I had a conversation with Brother Bobby Hemmett, and he's the one who encouraged me, you have to tell that story. Because I was online, I never told nobody that story. And then I told people the story about how I'd been kidnapped twice. Once in Czechoslovakia, outside of the United States, and once in Brooklyn, New York. I was kidnapped. So I was kidnapped twice in my life. Yeah. Uh-huh. Kay Stewart said, you here with us now. I know. So this road to becoming an oracle is not a name I gave myself. People gave me that name. And once I heard the story about oracles out of Delphi, I seen these lights and they went straight in my eye. And I had a whole awakening. I was taking a class, studying with some Kemites, and Siba Haru was teaching on it. And I seen a light come out of the corner of the room. I kid you not, the weirdest, most freakiest thing I ever had happen. And as he was telling the story, those lights were spinning in the room and they went straight into my eye pupil. And I kind of blacked out for a minute and I came to. And I was like, what just happened? That was another stage of my awakening. I share that with you because you guys, we have these moments all the time, but I don't think we equate them to awakening. We equate them to spirit or maybe the ancestors or somebody visited us or an alien. But some of these, quite frankly, is you going to the next level of your awakening. And so I just wanted to kind of put that out there. I feel like some of you needed to hear this because you're having certain things happen and it's kind of unexplainable. And there, not that we don't have visitations because I done been abducted by aliens. Like I'm your classic, can't make this shit up story kind of girl. But I know y'all are here too. That happened when we were in North Carolina and we were young, me and my brother. And we looked up in the sky and we seen these lights. And next thing I know, I was floating off my bike in the sky. Next thing I know, I was back on my bike. And my brother said, you're in trouble because we've been looking for you for a few hours. Where did you go? And I'm like, with the police and everybody around, I certainly wasn't going to say they took me up. But I told my parents when I got in the house that it was a spaceship. I'm quite sure, they was wondering if I was, I was always that child that they kind of question. Question. Where did we get you from? Did they switch you at the hospital? If I didn't look like my mom and my daddy, they probably would have sent me back because, baby, I was one of them special kids, you know? But the next day in the newspaper, because this was on a weekend, it was Sunday. My dad used to always get the newspaper and he was reading it. And on the front page, they had a whole thing about sightings that was everywhere. Sightings. Like people were saying they were seeing these objects in the sky. They didn't know what it was. And it was on the front page of the newspaper. And I had a whole twilight moment with my family. My dad looked at the paper, showed the paper to my mom. My mom looked at the paper. They turned the paper around and showed it to me. My dad put that paper down, folded it up, and said, all right, we're going to eat breakfast, and then we're going to do our normal cleanup. And we didn't talk about it no more. But my mother told me that night she did believe that I did go up in that spaceship because I did. I did. But that's a story for another day. Anywho, All of this because Prague came up. I have a love for Prague now. I have a love for Prague. I went back to the city, and I also know that I had a past life in Prague as well. And so I also understood why I've been in all of these different countries and the work that I do with the Akashic records and how I can tell when a person has been in a particular land because I have been there and touched those different spots. hmm So, yeah, the boy in the movie E.T. was flying on his bike. Yeah. And just so y'all know, no, this really happened. I'm not confused about these details because these details happened to me. This ain't the Nadia Comaneci where I made her an ice skater, but she was a gymnast. But she did defect. The story is still correct, just the wrong sport. And I think I mixed that up watching it. But enjoy your time. Are you currently living in Prague or you just visiting? It's a beautiful city. I could tell y'all another story about going to Prague where we discovered that they had a whole community of people from some part of Asia. I don't know where they were from, but they were holding them as slaves. And we went down this road where there were campers of prostitutes, but they were being forced into prostitution. We didn't find out about the slave camp until we stopped, which we thought was a flea market, until one of the girls was trying to tell me that she was being held against her will. And I kept trying to tell everybody, but I had a little trauma with that country, so they didn't really take me serious. They thought maybe I was spazzing again. They thought I was spazzing. But later somebody else told them. And yes, I'm living here. It's been interesting so far. And you're originally from Dallas and you moved to Czechoslovakia? I would love to hear your story as to what brought you to Czech. Was it the music? Must be the music. Or was it love? I still have a coaster set made out of wood from Prague, Czechoslovakia. I'll show it to you guys next time. Handmade. 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 But we would love to know what brought you to Prague, the city of Prague, the city of Czech. What brought you there? Yeah. I'm sure it's changed a lot. I'm sure it changed a lot. hmm So, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, Prague is beautiful. It's a beautiful city. Of course, I didn't think that after I had been kidnapped. That's why I went back, and my therapist recommended that I take a trip to go back there uh, to kind of go visit the city in a different light. And of course, it was many, many years later. And of course, their dynamics has changed since then. So it's a lot of what you call them expats in Prague. People go over there for music, people go over there for culture experiences. People are actually living there. Many people who have taken my class are from Prague, who have followed me for a long time. And so I always said, well, I came here for adventure and stayed for love. Clock it. That's what I'm talking about. Came for adventure and stayed for love. One thing about Prague loved them some chocolate. I think I seen a whole lot of, and this was many, many years ago. I seen a whole lot of chocolate sisters and chocolate brothers over there blending, 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 blending. Yeah, it's a beautiful city. hmm They love them some chocolate. You came for the adventure and stayed for love. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Well, I love it. And speaking of love, I have to get ready for Self Love is the New Shadow Work class. Well, I hope you enjoy your time in Prague. Take plenty of pictures. Enjoy. The currency used to be, man, you could take you like $100 and go over there. Go over there like you was a billionaire. I'm telling you, when the people was in the bank giving me the transfer, the lady was shaking. She was like counting the money. I said, "Why are they shaking?" They said, "Because that's more money than most people over here see, ever see." And then I felt kind of bad. But she was like, she was scared to count the money. She's like, "Man, y'all coming over here with all of this?" Yeah. Then you got to bribe. We at that time you had to bribe the border patrol so you can get the taxes and everything. It's a whole lot of hoopla, a lot of politics everywhere you go. But you know what it is. Yes, it's a very big expat community over there. Yes, yes, very big expat community. But the energy of the lifestyle is beautiful. It's laid back. It's calm. It's calm. It's fresh. It's new. And I just love that it's a city wherever you see gold, everything is gold. It's real gold. And they ain't got to lock it down. Ain't nobody coming up there trying to steal the gold. Gold is on Front Street. It's beautiful. Yeah, at least my last memory of it was very beautiful. All right. Well, so family, we going to get out of here. Let's have an amazing week. Make sure you save the live so you can come back, share your thoughts. Don't forget to put the crystal ball down. What is this right here? Oh, I'm curious. Y'all know me. I get the clicking. I'm going to get the clicking. But I got to go work. And I will see those of you in the All About Frequency class. I will see you later on today. Don't forget to check your email because we're going to be in Self Love is the no. I said All About Frequency. Self Love is the new shadow work 8-week class that's going to be there. The next family reunion is at Cousin B's house. I know that's right, honey. We can all go on over there. We can hop on over to Prague, do a little dance, And they love, when you get outside of America, they have a different kind of appreciation for old school music. Like it's new school to them. It ain't old school. It's new school. They love it. They love it, love it, love it. They have a different appreciation for our culture, our music, and a lot of things. A lot of things they do. Sure, they look at us and say, yeah, to a lot of our shit. But a lot of our stuff is golden. It's golden. It's golden. Yeah, it's golden. All right, we gonna go. B said, come on over, honey. Honey. I don't know, honey. We need some chocolate over here. Y'all need y'all need some more chocolate over there. Y'all need some more chocolate. They do. When I say they love it, they love it. They love it. They love it. My mom loved it when she came over here a couple of years ago. I'm telling you, love it. They love it. Absolutely love it. hmm The soul knows what the soul wants. Absolutely, Rave. Absolutely. That's a word. That's a whole bar right there. We're going to put that up. That's a whole bar. All right. Speaking of bars, we going to go because you guys know we don't go. My brother goes out there really to play music, reggae. They look at our connection. Well, we know we international over here anyway. But yeah, your brother be out there playing the reggaeton. Oh, music over there. Oh, they love it. I'm telling you, they love it. Love it. Especially if you go to Asia, anywhere over there. Whoo. Honey, they love it. Love it. Hotep, Karen. I ain't said that in a long time. Hotep. Hetep poo. Hotep. From South Africa. Welcome on in. We got the continent of Africa. They represent it in a big way. Yes, have a wonderful week. Hey Karen. Karen said I just got here. Welcome on in, Karen. We about to bounce, But that's okay, Karen. You can come back in and you can download. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I'm just running my mouth. That's why I said this is just a chit chat. Just want to let you guys know with this new energy coming in, how we can move, how we can navigate, how we can just kind of ride these cosmic waves and, low key be out here creating cosmic waves. So let's be productive. Let's do some great things and all kinds of things this week. What did it say? Yeah, I gotta keep I got a close Kenyan brother who's a reggae artist and gets live out here. He's in Berlin. Berlin is another place. You want to go for some house music? Get the Berlin. Get the Berlin. Berlin gonna house you down, baby. You gonna think you back in Chi-Town somewhere. You gonna think they the birth city of house music. At least it used to be. They love them some Berlin. One thing about Berlin, they gonna play some house music. House music? Oh, they'll tear you up. What? What? Don't get me talking. Don't get me talking about house music in Berlin. I went to a party back in the day in Berlin, house music. I didn't know where I was. I had to look around and say, what country is this? Because, there you go. See you on the rooftop. Yeah, see you on the rooftop, everyone. We gonna go. We gonna go because we got work to do. Let's see what we gonna hear when we get out of here. Which version we want to hear. We'll play this version. More life and success. I'm from Guyana. I don't know why I can't say it. I got a godson that's from there. I sure do. I got a godson from there. Let's see. All right. Yep, house music all night. Can y'all hear that? I don't think y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear the music?
This is all about frequency with Ms.Blue.
I don't know if y'all can hear it. Yeah, y'all can hear it. All right, soul family. We gonna get out of here.
She speaks in rhythm. She moves in light, dropping jewels of the spirit in the day and night. Ms.Blue with a message, a voice so true.
Oh, barely. You guys can hear it. Well, let's just play the other version. I think we need the other version. We need to be a little hype. We're going to play this version. Yeah, this one.
If you really want it, you gotta be it. As Ms.Blue has shared with the world, it's all about frequency. If you feel it, show it. If you want it, grow it. If you believe it, know it. It's all about frequency. If you dream it, live it. Live it. If you receive it, give it. Oh, nothing's missing. I'm it. I'm it. It's all about frequency. In the past, I thought I lost it, but the truth was always near. Every scar became a teacher. Every fall just brought me here. Now I'm rising with the healing. Every light inside of me, not becoming what I'm chasing. I am the frequency. You feel it, show it. Show it. If you want it, grow it. Grow. If you leave it, know it. Know. All about frequency. Ask the question. question, how is this possible? The answer subtle, synchronicities audible. Keys unlocking, belief expanding. Frame by frame, new life commanding. No chase, no match, I embody the key. The light I own unlocks destiny. Raise my vibration, reality shifts. Every dream I desire already exists. Nothing's coming to me, no, no. Already here. When I raise my vibration, the vision is clear.